Hello, welcome back to my channel. Um, Sorry about the lighting in my hair. Bad lighting. Uh, my hair is a mess as usual. Sorry about that. So today, I look, I'm not that happy. Because today I looked across the street and I see Sharon working there after those two other videos that I've done, and so I called to report it. And the person that I talked to said, well, maybe she works for another agency. I do not know if she does or not. I mean, she may, because I think I might have overheard her talking about the other agency, but I'm not really sure on that. But still, I know I did the right thing about saying something uh, so that people would be safe, but I'm not sure what else I can do uh, besides reporting her. And I don't know who the other person she's working for, or even if they are aware of her. But um, all I know is I did all I can do, and and now it's someone else's problem. But still, I can't help but feel um, it bothers me that I see her next door working with somebody, and she just got out of surgery. Mind to let you know, she just got out of surgery. She only took like maybe 1 week. I took 6 days off. I wanted. So I took 6 days off, and now she's back to work. And there's no telling if she's taking anything or not for her back. Um, but I don't know because I'm not there to see it, so I don't know if that's still happening or not. The only times I am aware is if she's here and she admitted it to me that she was taking stuff for her back, but then she's out of it. So I am concerned. I am very concerned about the person she's with because the person that she's working with doesn't know the signs, and she may be unaware of what's happening. So I am very concerned about that. But there's really nothing I can do right now. And it bothers me that I can't do anything about it. Because, I mean, I did report her, and reporting her is the only, as that's as far as I can go, really. And then letting them deal with it, however. But, sorry, I got a little thirsty. I just don't know. And I can't shake this feeling of feeling bad, but she did make her own choices. Like I said, she did make her own choices. She put herself in that position, and I had to let that part go. I had to let the feeling of guilt go, but it's still there, and so it makes it hard to let it go. But for myself, basically for my sanity, I had to let it go. Uh, Knowing that I did my part and I said something, now it's in other people's hands to deal with that knowledge and to deal with, you know, all that. I mean, yes, there is an investigation going on into that, but I don't know. What bothers me is that she's still working with other people and her other job not being aware of her uh, right now. That's weighing on me right now, too. So, but right now, I'm just kind of working through it and trying to deal with it the best way that I can deal with it. I mean, so, and that's why I called. I think that's another reason why I called to report it today because I know it's going to be on my conscience um, if I don't say anything about it. Uh, and some things are hard. Like, I was saying in one of our videos that when you do speak up and when you do advocate for yourself, it is scary, and I get that. I mean, I was scared when I first said something about Sharon. I said, this is really bothering me, but I feel like I should get this out there and to let you guys know what's happening. And then once I said what was happening, uh, they said they would look into it. So I was okay with that, but then I was like, well, then I had to report the other things that she was doing too. And it bothered me because she was doing it way before she hurt her back. So that was grounds for termination there, I think. Um, but uh, I know that uh, some people may avoid a situation because it's too scary and you don't know what the outcome's gonna be. And I get that too. Because I've been there. I've been there and I've felt the same things that you guys have felt too. Um, and I get that it's hard. Uh, but do once you advocate for yourself and you say something, then the weight is off your shoulders and it's onto someone else's shoulders. Basically, you say something and then something's being done about it. But uh, But you also have to know that it's not in your control. It's not uh, something that can be, excuse me, that can be easily fixed either. It has to, excuse me, go through the proper channels. When you report it, there's an investigation involved. There's a lot of parties involved. But party meaning people. Uh, but knowing that you didn't do anything wrong, that person made the choice to do it, so they have to deal with the consequences of it. Like, uh, like Ian, for instance. He wasn't a bad guy. He just kind of did things a little bit of the wrong way. Uh, but he was doing things also illegal by having working at one agency and then working at another agency, and he burnt himself out, and that's the reason why he was acting the way he was. But if he wasn't doing all of that, I think he would have made a great staff. I mean, he was very passionate, he was good into his work, but and sometimes things do catch up with you and bite you in the butt, but you can't really uh, do too much. I mean, he was a good staff person. He just had a lot of things that he's had to deal with. But I mean, I do think he would have been good as a staff person. Sharon, on the other hand, you know, I feel bad about. Um, she is a good person. She's had a lot of, I want to say, personal issues that she's had to deal with. Can't get into that. Um, and I think that is why she's pushing herself to work, finding out that she's not supposed to work, but she's working anyway. And that's what makes things hard, is because when she's pushing herself to work and she's in pain, she has to take a pill. But the thing is that she wasn't supposed to be working with her back injury, and she was anyway. So, and that makes it hard to make a decision. Like me, when she was working with me, when I found out that she wasn't doing her best, we stayed at my apartment. We didn't go out anywhere. We sat here, and we didn't go anywhere because I did not trust her driving, especially finding out that she was on under medication. I did not trust her driving. So, uh, and like I said, not only that, but she could have hurt somebody else. She could have hurt me. She could have hurt her client, or her other client that she was working with. Uh, and that would have made things difficult also. I mean, I do feel bad for her. And I hate to see her go because she is a good person. And I did have fun with her. We did do a lot of stuff together for the most part. And some things that we didn't do, and that's okay. But yeah, like I said, it's in other people's hands now. And I have to let it go. I'm trying to let it go. But it's hard to let it go. It's basically it's like from what I would heard, it's easier said than done. Like the other day when I was in the grocery store with Mark, uh, he told me that I did the right thing saying something about her, and he told me that if he ever did anything or closer to that, he would want me to report him and that he wouldn't hold a grudge against me for reporting him. And nice guy, good guy, and I was just like, yeah, but it wouldn't be easy because I like him. I like the staff person that I had to report, and like I said, I hated that she put me in that position, but it had to be done. And hope and I wish the best for her, and I hope she gets the help that she needs. I hope that she relaxes, and I don't want her to lose her job. This is not why I said something. Definitely not. I don't want her to lose her job. I just want her to think about things and to be aware of her surroundings and to be aware of what she's doing, that she's not just hurting herself, she's hurting other people, or vice versa. She's not only just hurting other people, she's hurting herself. Sorry, dyslexic on that one. But other than that, I'm not angry at her. I'm not mad at her. I don't hold a grudge against her. I just uh, wish that things didn't go the way that it did. And that, to me, is the hard part. It really is hard for me. And I think people say because I have a kind heart and I have a lot of empathy and I sympathize with people, and I struggle with doing the right thing. And I know that some other people may struggle too as well. And it's not their, you know, we all struggle with that. We all struggle with, am I doing the right thing? Am I not doing the right thing? The what ifs pop up like, well, what if I do say something and it backfires? What if I don't say something and it backfires? So it's darn if you do and darn if you don't. Uh, And those thoughts do come up. It's like, we're human. And it's like, oh, what did she say? I always had a friend who said, being an adult doesn't always come with an instruction manual. You gotta figure out for yourself what to do. And I said, I wish it came with an instruction manual because then life wouldn't be so hard. When you're parents, you when your kid's born, you don't have an instruction manual on what to do. Well, being an adult, you kind of wish you had the instruction manual to be like, okay, what are we gonna do next, or something like that. If something happens, what can we do to be better prepared? There isn't any way to be better prepared. You just gotta uh, figure out the right thing to do. And with me, turning uh, Sharon in was one of the things that I had to do. There was no instruction manual on that. There's nothing that I could do or say to make things turn out any differently than they turned out. And I do feel that probably it's going to bother me for a while. That anxiety's been through the roof. A lot of things have been happening since I said something about her. Uh, but I I am doing my coping skills to figure things out. Excuse me. And I am talking to uh, my counselor to figure things out as well. Even peer supports need help counseling too, uh, to figure out the right path to take when things come up. I mean, there are things that are going to come up. There's no way to avoid issues and problem solving and all that. So, like I said, we're all human. We all make mistakes. We all uh, do things that we're not proud of, or all that. That doesn't make us a bad person. It just means we make mistakes and we own up to them. It may be hard, but eventually you'll get past that. Like, for me, I was worried that she may hold a grudge against me, but she may not. Uh, I was worried about losing services, if I was going to get anything back, am I going to lose the company, all that. Like, all that was going through my head until I got an email saying that I no longer had her, but they are looking into finding somebody else to take her place. So basically, they are. Um, but the company that I go through is a very nice company. They actually do look after their clients, and if something does happen, they look into it and deal with it. Other companies that I've had have not looked into it, and I've left a lot of companies because of that. But this company is a good company, and they are looking into it and to taking care of things. But like the person that I talked to today said that Sharon may be working with another company, and that's why she's still working and she's still with that other person. Like, which I can kind of get as well. I just hope that they're staying safe. That's what I want. I'm sorry, my I got a lot of allergies here, so I'm a little stuffy. Um, of course, a lot of my videos, I'm always stuffy, so I apologize. Uh, but anyway, yeah, I wanted to get all that out there that there is no right or wrong. Um, I do feel that advocating for yourself is very important, especially. Um, there are going to be different types of situations that, like I said, there are going to be different types of situations where you are going to have to advocate for yourself. There's no avoiding it. Just got to do it respectfully, be smart about it, and if things backfire, don't let that bother you. Continue to advocate for yourself. Um, all right, I'm gonna end this video for now. Any questions, comments? Let me know, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.